Have you guys ever reached out to a content creator, YouTuber, maybe on Instagram via emails? If yes, stick to this video because I'll be reacting to the worst outreaches ever, especially the people who reached out to me on Instagram as well as on my email. And guys, no offense around this video. I'm not calling out anyone. I'm reacting so that you guys could improve. I'll be showing you 3 to 4 outreach messages and I'll be telling you what could have been different, how that guy should have reached out to me, and something, if he could have said to me, I would have responded back. I don't want to actually hurt anyone's feeling. I was in your position. I used to reach out to like a lot of people out there, and most of the times back then I used to do so many things completely in a wrong way. Let's go to the first outreach message and let's see where he went wrong. Perfect, guys. So this is the first message that I've chosen from my Instagram profile, and every single day a lot of people do actually reach out to me pitching their services, and it's a part of everyone's business because eventually everyone has something to say. So this guy, first things first, I cannot disclose his name. First things first, he's writing my name wrong. He's calling me Bhagwan, so I guess it's a big no. Before even I read this message, in the first place I won't even open this message, right? Because he doesn't even know my name correctly. That's first, right? Let's say if I'm on a Zoom call and I mispronounce my prospect's name, she is going to get offended. Maybe she might can lose interest in my services, right? So that's why whenever I get on a call with a prospect and the name is very difficult for me to pronounce, hey, by the way, how can I pronounce your name so that I don't mispronounce it? That's it. That's that. So first things first, he mispronounced my name and he lost everything there itself. So he said I love your stuff. I've been following you for a long time. I know you get a ton of DMs, which is true. If you don't have anyone right now that is responding to DMs for you and booking them on your calendar, I would love to be that guy and can do that for you. Let me know if you have a room for that. And lastly, as a call to action, he has used, if you have any doubts about my experience I've worked with, he has mentioned one username here, I guess for YouTube, and achieved incredible results. I can provide proof of my work. Just reply to this message and I'll send it to you ASAP. So what different he could have done here? Instead of mispronouncing my name, he could have used the right name, right? Hey Bhavesh. The first 3 lines look good and it's actually true. I do get a ton of DMs, right? But at the same time, I might not be looking for someone who can respond back to my DMs and book appointments with them, right? Because I already have a few people who's actually handling that part of my business, so I won't be looking forward to hire someone for this position. But what he could have done differently to actually catch my attention, where I could have responded back to him, first using the right name. Secondly, he could have told me Bhavesh, this is exactly what I do, right? I guess in my previous videos I've told you make it about your prospect, and for him I'm his prospect right now, and he didn't made it enough about me. And when I'm saying enough, he could have maybe made the message a little more personalized. Bhavesh, I saw your last video on YouTube and I really like that point where you mentioned XYZ. It could have been personalized, And guys, to be very honest, I'm not a guy who ignores messages like this. I really do respond back to the messages where people has actually put in a lot of efforts. They have done the research on me, they have seen my videos, they really actually pull the main points, either from my Instagram, either from my YouTube, or either what I've said maybe a couple of years ago. They actually just catches my attention, and I do respond back to them and I get them on a call, and every hour of it I start working with them. And to be very honest guys, I'm a guy who loves to provide opportunities to most of the people out there. Every single day I get a lot of cold calls Bhavesh, I know you own GMS, would you be interested in a cold calling position? Bhavesh, I can book appointments for you. Can I get an internship in your company and whatnot? And I'm always yeah, reach out to me on WhatsApp, we can go from there. It could be copywriter, it could be appointment setter, it could be cold caller, it could be someone who wants to get an internship. It's I'm always here to help people out and provide them with opportunities, because I do remember back then when I was first starting out, no one actually provided me a lot of opportunities. I know how it feels when you're reaching out to someone and you're getting rejected. So most of the times I I try my very best to provide them with the opportunities instead of just rejecting them completely, because they're putting in the efforts to reaching out to me. But guys, reaching out isn't the best thing you can do. When you're reaching out, you have to make sure like what you're actually putting in the message. Research is must, like using something, from the backstory, from the past life, and talking about that in your email, in your message, can make a big difference. And a lot of people actually did that, and I've always responded back to them. So for this guy could have done that, maybe made this message a little more personalized. And he's also mentioning like, I have like few results already. If you're doubting my experience, you can reach out to me, I can provide you a proof. So when people actually say something like, I can provide you proof of my work, I feel like these guys are outsourcing their work from someone else. They're using someone else's result, because I've experienced something like this, and that's why I avoid working with someone like this. Let's go to the second one real quick. Guys, this is the second message, and this particular guy has been like trying his very best to reach out to me, to catch my attention. And I guess he started messaging me on 24th June, and from then he's just reaching out to me. Like, he reached out to me on like last Sunday. Hi sir, I'm a video editor, can I edit videos for you? No harm in this, but again, I'm not sure like where's the personalization. Let's take an example. Let's say you're working at a 9 to 5 job, and you're sitting down with your manager, you're sitting down with your boss. All right, you're actually looking forward to getting a raise or a promotion at a place, right, at a job. So I know you have to like praise a little. I know like you have to praise your boss, your manager a little. At the same point, guys, like you have to use a little bit of psychology, right? If you have read that book, 48 Laws of Power, like I guess the first law is never outshine your master. If you remember, if you have read that book, so never outshine your master, it means like, if someone is already superior to you, or let's say if someone is like in a higher position than you, don't try to actually make them feel like they're not superior, right? But you have to make them feel, yeah, they're superior, instead of making them feel, yeah, like even if you're my boss, even if you're my manager, it doesn't matter, I don't give a fuck. You have to make them feel, yeah, they're superior. And that's why there's this law, never outshine your master, and there's a reason behind that law. Now what I'm trying to say is, let's say if you want a promotion at your place, at your job, you will make them feel like, yeah, these guys are superior. You will praise them a little, and you will try to personalize things. And when I'm saying personalized, you will be talking about their family, how they live their life, right? You will get to know their best interest. Maybe you can surprise them with gifts, just so you get in like the right vision of those guys, of your boss as well as your manager, right? If they see you like, yeah, she is one of my employees, and she does a good work at my place, and this guy really makes me feel like, I'm something. Obviously your attention doesn't matter to your boss or your manager, because there's a reason he would be a boss. That's why he started that big company, right? That's why you're working there. But at the same time, when you are in the like right vision of your boss or your manager, eventually they are going to put in like that good employee sheet. Like, they will start considering you as like a good employee. So eventually you'll get that promotion, right? Because I haven't worked for anyone until now, and I haven't done 9 to 5 yet, and I'm not looking forward to. But at the same time, guys, I don't know how the work environment there, but I have few of my friends who are doing something like that, and I know for a fact they're like different employees with different mindsets. Some people are extremely diligent, obedient with their work, and some people are extremely just very oblivious, like what their daily task, what they're coming office for, right? They don't even know their daily task, right? So there could be two type of employees, and if you are someone who is obedient, eventually get a raise. The reason behind this, guys, you will get to know the best interest of your boss, your manager. You will try to talk about them every single day, and that's what praising is. I know you don't have to sugarcoat things for them, but eventually if you maintain a consistent praise for your manager, for your boss, you get to know like the best things about their family. their best interest, what do they like, the likes and dislikes. Eventually they will give you a promotion. Why? Because you let them shine, because they're the master. And that's the first law, 48 laws of power: never outshine your master. Similarly guys, when you're reaching out to someone, you have to personalize it. When I first started my agency out, I was sending generic emails, generic messages on Insta, Facebook. I never knew the benefits of personalizing a message back then. But after running this thing for like last 4 or 5 years now, I know like personalization works for a reason. Like, you're actually talking something sensitive about the prospect, or something very very precious or crucial about that prospect. For a fact, I know like his wife recently gave birth to a daughter, right? I would be like, man, congratulations for having a daughter. I hope it brightens your life. At this point, I hope it brightens your life and gets you like more prosperity and happiness your family, right? He'll be like, how do you know like about my daughter? So he will respond back to you. Just think about this, guys. That's psychology. Always try to personalize. And for this particular outreach message as well, guys, what I'll be doing is, what I can tell you about this is, he's sending me, are you interested in growing your personal brand? Everyone sends me a message like this. Again the same message: I'm a video editor. Like, I don't know, like what, I don't know guys, like no offense, but I don't think so I would be ever responding to any of these messages. Something like this, where there is like no personalization. It's just like random messages, like not even using my name. So this was the second outreach message. Let's go to the third one real quick. Okay, hello sir, I want to work with you. Can you please check my profile for my portfolio? I can handle your Instagram because you can see how good engagement of my Insta because of my skills. Okay guys, first things first, he is just talking about himself. He's just talking about himself. There's no personalization. Thirdly, there's like no result or like a portfolio attached. I've seen people like who reach out to me via email or Instagram, they attach their portfolio. Like, Bhavesh, you can check few of my examples here. And he's not sending me anything. It's like just bland message, like, Bhavesh, do check out my profile. And he is asking me to check his profile out, right? So what he could have done differently is, he could have like made the message like a little bit more personalized. Secondly, he could have like used some kind of maybe past results, maybe sent me like couple of comparison results, like this was like one of my clients, working with him, this was his engagement used to look like, and once after like 3 months of working with him, this is how his engagement looks like. I would be more than intrigued. I would have responded back to him. So that's that. Let's go to the last one real quick. Okay, I don't waste your time, I assure. Okay, hi dear, your work and effort that I had seen here is just great. I had seen your work and I think you really deserve a best video editor like me. He might be a little overconfident. I can help you with creating more professional, engaging and quality videos. It brings more quality, more views. Okay, my edits, shorts. So is this something you would looking for? First things first, no personalization. He's calling me a dear. Okay. Second, he might be a little overconfident, because guys, in editing space there are like ton of video editors, and if you are a video editor, your competition is very high, guys, and I'm just being brutal with you. It's very high. Even if you reach out to like couple of people like me, out of 100 people, maybe just 2 or 3 people might respond back to you like in a positive manner. Either way, like if your messages looks like this, you're going to just get ignored and ghosted. You're just going to get ignored and ghosted, because like, just think about this message, guys. Like, he's using words, he's using like multiple different symbols and whatnot, and I don't think so this is how it should look like. Secondly, like, when you send an outreach message, guys, it should be a little unprofessional. It should be very concise and precise to the point. There's no CTA. Second, a lot of grammatical errors. And lastly, I never use emojis in my outreach messages. I never do that. And not even my sales team. I've trained so many people for sales, specifically like for reaching out to people. I've never told them to use emojis. We only use emojis while we're posting something on Facebook, just to get their attention, something like that. But in a message like this, in an outreach message like this, we never use emojis. Again, there's no personalization, no use of my name. He might be a little overconfident. Second, yeah, he did mention like one of his past result, he's using emojis, and he's using a combination of like words, multiple different symbols, and lastly a little bit grammatical errors. And that works. Like, obviously I also make a lot of grammatical errors. Let's not point that out, but apart from that, I don't think so I would ever respond back to this message. Okay, I've showed you a couple of bad outreach messages. Now it's time for me to actually show you two good outreach messages which actually catched my attention and got me hooked. Alright, let's go to this one. Alright guys, cannot disclose the name once again. So the subject was extremely good. Your videos changed my life, thank you. And subject line, and you know guys, like when we are sending emails, like obviously subject lines plays a very big role. So when he sent this email to me, like I was intrigued. I just opened the email. So second, a little bit mistake that he made here is he has literally like maybe sent me an automated email, I'm not sure, but hi Bhavesh. So this is my Instagram username, and obviously he has scraped my Instagram profile from somewhere and he just used that placeholder in his email, right? But secondly, I hope this message finds you well. My name is, okay, you can call me this. I'm a video editor based in Vietnam. I've been following your shares and I've truly received a lot of inspiration and creativity. I always look forward to receiving notifications about your videos. I don't know if she is lying or if they're actually telling me the truth. I'll definitely continue to strive. At the same time, look at this one. At the same time, I asked myself whether I have any values to bring and on your channel. So I thought of short form video editing. So she mentioned, I think he mentioned his portfolio here. If you're up for it, it would be my pleasure to edit a few trial reels. Whenever you're reaching out to someone, guys, you could provide them like a free trial or some sort of guarantee. You have to attach like maybe a past result, something like this, just to get their attention. And when you're reaching out to anyone out there, make sure like you're personalizing the message. So I would say like this is not 100% personalization, but still it's better than the messages I've showed you before in this video, right? So it could have been like more personalized. He could have like actually spoken about like my videos from the past, like something kind of sensitive issue, or maybe the things I struggled with in the past. I've seen your videos. I know like you got a very first client using cold calling, and that was also for $850, a roofing client. That's 100% personalization, and I would have responded back to that message, guys. And that's what personalization is. And lastly, when you're going to conclude, you have to provide some sort of CTA. I'm looking forward to the potential response from you, and there's no CTA. And again, this email is super long. Either way, if you're sending an email, if you're sending a message, it should be short, precise, concise, to the point. You don't have to write me a letter, or you don't have to write a letter for like your prospect, right? Let it be a just normal Instagram DM, or let it be a email. So make it short, guys. Make it just to the point, guys, right? Just to the point. Let's just see the last one. Hi Bhavesh, I'm 17 years old freelance video editor working in the creative field from the last 2 years. I have an experience of working with the biggest creators. So he mentioned Maxton. Obviously he has been like recently trending on Instagram, and these other 4 guys, I don't know the name. I don't know like the other creators. All I know is like Maxton. So this particular name got my attention hooked. I sent this email to like my editor, like, yeah, he has worked with Maxton. Interview him and see like if we can hire him for like our content creation agency, right? I've been watching your content from a long time. I understand your editing style and can really edit engaging videos for you. And here's his portfolio. He has attached his number. Again, no CTA. I would say like no personalization as such. The only reason my attention got hooked is just because of this name, which is Maxton, and that's it, nothing else. I haven't checked his portfolio yet. I've just forwarded this email to like my team. They'll be interviewing him, and potentially if he's a good fit, we might hire him for our content creation agency. That's all for you guys this time. I decided to do something different because, you know, in every single video I've been just talking about agency, nothing else. But you can expect new content from my side on YouTube. And if you haven't subscribed until now, guys, just subscribe, because a lot of new things are coming for you guys. And also check the description out, guys. We recently actually launched a school community where we are talking about AI, we are talking about agency, we are talking about how to get followers on Instagram. It's like the best community ever that we have created. And I guess today's Wednesday at 11 PM IST, I'm going live inside that community with my students. I'm very excited because that's my first call for the community. Let's see how that goes. But anyways, guys, keep taking action. Check the description out and let's make money, guys.